given that there is stalemate between the lecturers and the government. They are talking about the collective bargaining agreement.
True.
And they have downed their tools. How is the situation?
The situation, I'll say it's so bad in public universities, but we have hope. Hope in the sense that we understand that the government, both the public and the private sector, and governance all about policies that we have in place. And I'm talking about hope in the sense that moving forward, we have seen some of the engagements between the WASU leadership and the government. However, there are still some of the problems. And the problems and the general burden will be felt by most of our parents. Think of a situation, if the lecturer strike will strike the month of October, then most probably the semester dates shall be extended by 1 month. Think about our parents, what they want paying our rents. Think about the parents, what they want distributing to us, the upkeep. So there is a slight burden on the side of the parents. And coming back to lecture halls, for our lecturers, I'll say it's a good start. We cannot have a situation whereby you have an agreement with the government from 2017 up to now. Meanwhile, none of the agreed terms is being equally implemented. I think of a situation whereby they're speaking about the working condition, the salary increment, and I think this topic is timely. We saw the same last year. We are seeing the same this year. It's only, let me say, a foolish man who will urinate against the direction of the wind in this case. And as young people, we must just agree with this. Agree to the term that it's timely for the government now to serve this purpose once and for all. It's so painful to see that these the lecturers, and this is not only limited to the lecturers, almost when it comes to nurses, the teachers, and now you saw the Kenya Airways now authority. Also, they're also, they've given a 7-day notice. I think there must be a problem. The problem circles between the Ministry of Treasury and now the various ministries responsible. We should have an agreement, and the issue of lecturers should be solved once and for all. If it's all about the salary increment, these people are doing a great job. Think of a situation, how many millions of students live along the universities, the middle colleges, the polytechnic, the vocationals. These people are doing a good job, and the government should reward them by giving them their rights. This is not something they are just demanding for falsely. It's their right. The wage is to labor.
Of course, the government has said it has released like 2.4 billion to the lecturers to go back to school, or rather back to the lecture rooms. Don't you think this is maybe a sign of the government willing to negotiate with the lecturers, and maybe they should try and rethink it?
I don't believe this is a sign of the government attempt to negotiate with the lecturers. When we had the same problem last year, they're always in the business. Even you saw when it comes to nurses strike, they release a certain amount of money. They tell you just go back to their work, then we'll do something after that. But at the end of the day, what happens? They'll sit there, they'll forget about your stories. So I think the government releasing 2.5 billion, as much it's a good show, I cannot downgrade it totally. But I think they should release more than that. We cannot say we don't have money to pay these people. Meanwhile, how many court cases of corruption do we have in this country? How many billions do we hear almost every month being stolen from various government ministries? So I think there is money. The circulation of money, planning, and how all these are being executed is the same problem we have.
And most of the time, students have not been given an opportunity to also air their views